Hi, kindergartners. It's Mrs. Compton. It's good to see you. Okay, we get to start with one of my very favorite activities today, and it is Notice Wonder. I love Notice Wonder because every day in my life when I'm walking around or when I'm just hanging out or just going to the beach, I'm always noticing things that I've never noticed before, and I'm always wondering about things too. So let's see what you notice about the picture I have behind me. All right, this is a good time to hit pause and think about all of the things you notice and wonder. I'm going to hit pause too, okay? All right, I'll see you back here in just a second. I'm back. Are you back too? Okay, let's take some guesses. What did you notice? What did you wonder? Did you notice that there were some blue dots and then some pink dots? Did anybody wonder why some were blue and some were pink? I bet you did. What else? Did you notice that there were 3 groups? 1, 2, 3. What else? Ooh. Did anybody notice that it kind of looks like a button? Or maybe even a dice, like the dice that you would roll and play board games? I noticed that. Okay. Did anyone notice that there were a certain number of blue and a certain number of pink? Let's see, how many blue ones were there? Did you count them? I wonder how you counted them, if you did count them. So that's a wonder that I have. So I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to guess that some of you maybe saw this and knew it was 4. Did anybody do that and say, I know that one's 4. So this one's 1, 2, 3, 4. And maybe you counted on. Or maybe you said, well, that one also has 4. So let's count them out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe you realized 4 plus 4 makes 8. Show me on your fingers. Let me see 8 on those fingers. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's pretty close to 10. How far away from 10 is it? Only 2. My thumbs are missing. Okay, so we have 8 blue dots. Let's put that up there. I bet somebody said that. 8 blue dots. Or maybe somebody's saying, but they're circles. They're not dots. So we could say 8 blue circles too. And maybe you thought, okay, there are 4 pink dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And maybe some of you put 8 and 4 together. Did anybody do that? So 8 blue dots plus 4 pink dots. How many dots would that be? Ooh, we could probably count on from 8. Ready? So we could say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Do you remember when we made 8 on our fingers earlier? Like this? Show me again. Let me see. I just thought about this. Did anybody wonder if we could have made a 10 with these 2 dots? 8 plus 2 makes a 10, doesn't it? And then we'd have 2 more. I wonder if anybody did that. Okay, there's so many things. I bet there's things I didn't guess at all. All right, so maybe you also thought about 12 dots. Did anybody think about all 12 dots got split equally between groups? I don't know. You have to tell me. Okay, today we're going to talk about polar bears. Now, polar bears are very special creatures. I'm sure you're probably learning about polar bears because it's winter time, right? And I've always been fascinated that polar bears look white, but they're actually black. Did you guys know that? Have you learned about that? It's so interesting to read about polar bears. If you haven't gotten a book about them, get one now. Okay, here comes the story. Polar bears. Read that with me. Polar bears. Okay, I'm going to read you the story. You can close your eyes and listen to it and make the picture in your head, or you can just listen quietly. Here we go. Polar bears live in the cold. They are fast on land, but they are excellent swimmers too. In order to survive, they must eat about 4 pounds of food per day. You know, if they're swimming in the water and they're fast on land, they need a lot of food to help keep them active, right? So they need about 4 pounds of food per day. That's a lot of food. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. We're going to think about the story again. If the polar bear has pounds of food, how many days will it feed it or feed the polar bear? Okay, that's a tough one. I have to think about this with a number set. Okay, so here we go. We've got 8, 12, and 20 to choose from. We only have one spot to fill in a number. So I'm going to put my 8 here. I'm going to think about it again. Let's see. In order to survive, they must eat 4 pounds of food per day. So what would this represent in our story if we have a 4? Let's see. Here, I have 4 right here. Let's see. What would this represent? That represent 1 day? Yeah. So this would represent 1 day of food for the polar bear. The polar bear needs a lot of food. So if the polar bear has 8 pounds of food, 8 pounds of food, how many days will the polar bear have to eat? So we know that they eat lots and lots of food, right? And you can choose from 8, 12, or 20 pounds of food. All right, I know for sure we should grab our math tools. If you have math tools that are like this, that's awesome. If you are using different math tools like this, that's awesome too. But grab your math tools. We'll really need them to think this one through. All right, kindergartners, I'll see you next time. Bye.